What's up? Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, depending on where you are. I survived another weekend, but I had to start late today. We needed the extra sleep. I had really loud street noise and woke me up in the morning when I was trying to sleep, and my sleep was basically interrupted for like an hour while the trash truck and various people were slamming their car doors outside. I'm gonna be moving back. Should I time him out? Um, should I time him out for that? Anyway, I'm gonna be moving back to my old apartment, which had ambulance sounds, but otherwise actually had less noise than this apartment. Though I don't know when. The timeline is not clear yet. Um, Basically, I moved. I bought a new apartment, moved, and now I'm gonna move back to the old apartment and sell the one I bought, which is great. That's the plan. Anyway, I feel good, but I did need the extra hour of sleep, very much. So this is probably a better time to stream. But normally I have something I have to do, and today it was canceled. So I'm a little more flexible with my time today. So we're gonna do the same routine just an hour later. 2 hour stream, Rapid Chess. Let's do it. Nice to see someone on sound. Glad you could make it. It's well, I don't know, man. I mean, it's really early for you. What is it, like 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. Same books, just couldn't see them. Um, Prism. This is the last week you guys can donate to support my GM tournament, which I need your sabbatical backing. Um, exactly a week from today, I'm going to be playing in round one. That's right. You still have the link to that tournament. You can put it up there. We're going to do chess blogs and paleo. No, chess blogs and London System Deep Dive today. If you want to sponsor me, please help donate and sponsor. Show more tournaments. Annoying. Where the frick is this tournament, man? Come on now. Playing a game. Where is the tournament, dude? It's not there. Show more tournaments? Holy shit. Start date. Go. Oh my god. Where is my tournament? Whatever. Sorry for getting distracted here. Alright. This is not what I'm going to play, by the way. Sun Prism is really fast, so I shouldn't waste time here. Sun Prism Child Prodigy. Yeah, what's this about? I guess to go here. Are you using the opening book? No, you're not. Just a genius. He's a genius, I think. Sun Prism is a genius. He learned playing chess like 3 weeks ago, and now he's 2100. Wish I could do that. Learned playing chess. I learned grammar 3 weeks ago. My cases and stuff. Alright, what's up? Tournament. Where is the freaking tournament? I hate this site. With this selection, 100 tournaments were found. Screw you. Where's my tournament, man? Ask me, do you still have the link? Oh, you found it. Nice. Thank you. God damn. It's changed. It's week now. Of course, we got the standard week Grandmaster Norm tournament. My favorite. +5. What? Right, dude. What was that? I knew there was just a matter of time. Don't trust anyone who's like creating an account in your name. But was that just a mental breakdown? I don't get it. He was angry about the donate command or something? That's what I really need Monday morning. Wow. He'll be back with someone on sound is best. Did somebody press his button? The GM tournament. Three-year-old beats Grandmaster. No, I read about a 3-year-old beating in WFM. I was going to report on it. WFM was rated 1200. It happened in India, and it involved a London system, surprisingly. What am I doing? Yeah, I mean, I think some prison said he's going to be reformed. It's a big fat lie. You're not reformed. You can't use time. You have some kind of addiction and you need treatment. I have another addiction. I use too much time and I need to use time. I'm addicted to using time, but it's better for my chess, I think, ultimately. Maybe I need to play some blitz. But man, I don't need to play this player first thing, you know. Dimitar 2000. Yeah, that's fine. Scimitar. So, Kristen, what if I told you this position has never been played? Like when we look it up in the opening explorer, around move 9 or move 8, 9, or 10, it's not going to be existing. So it couldn't have been in a book you read. All right, it's like similar, okay, but you're totally lying. I mean, exaggerating, you know. I'll bet you at least move 9 we're probably going to find very few to no games. I mean, it's not enough to be like, oh, it's similar to a position I read in a book, you know. Okay. That's not how it works. It has to be the exact position. Exact position. With no differential at all. So you're going to tell me, like, at move 10, you studied that exact position. I seriously doubt it. He's not reformed. Just trying to flag me. Some prison previously known by another name? No, I don't know about that theory. I don't know about that theory. I mean, they might be new about. Hmm. Well, I certainly didn't know any book beyond move 6 because I don't know what to do against even move 5, knight f6. Let's see, 5, knight f6, bishop c4, queen d6. Yeah, no, there's something weird about the move order of this game. I'm not familiar with it. I really didn't know anything. If you don't want to think, that's fine. That's on you. Your choice. There's a reason why I'm not playing 3+0 here. You know, I just want to use my time. But it does frustrate me when people don't use any time at all because it's always my move and I can never think. I never have time to think of my opponent's time. And it's Monday morning and I'm getting ambushed. I should just save the fast players for later when I'm like woke up, after I woke up and I'm more tolerant. Yeah, I gotta give him a pawn. I don't think so. Very awake player. But you can't be from India because you're in the evening streams. There's no way you'd be from India. I just hate being rushed. I hate being rushed. Can do this. I hate being rushed in anything, in eating, in playing poker. I get so angry with the poker dealer. If they try to like not let me think, I mean, I take it seriously not to think too long, but in poker, like there's no official time. But I mean, when it's like, you know, you pause it all and the dealer gets irritated or something, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose it. The dealer is an airhead who doesn't know how to think or what thinking is. You know, it's kind of irritating when they like rush you, like tapping their foot in and banging their fingernails on the table, waiting for you to decide what to do. It's like you wouldn't know what thinking is, you know? You're an airhead. I mean, don't rush me. It's almost like World Loser. Similar to World Loser. World Loser was a little bit stronger than Sun Prism. I mean, he was pretty legit. He's an over-the-board player, surprisingly. Got irritated with me for some political stuff, I think. He's kind of right-wing, but he was a moderator. He was a pretty nice guy, but got irritated with me, really, not so much the political stuff, but more like I kept giving him a hard time for playing too fast, kind of like Sun Prism, and then he took it very personally. But that's even more surprising from a tournament player. My chess gait has slowed down. DSD. You think Sun Prism was known by another name? Yeah, Sun Prism. Masturbate. You only got the job because it's your brother's cards. Brother. Mother, brother. I hate when airheads rush me, you know? It's like, if it was a thinking person who had a brain, I would appreciate their, you know, their input on thinking. But if you're going to be a total airhead, then don't criticize me for taking my time. You don't know what thinking is. Give me a break, you know? I think I moved the wrong knight there, really, objectively. Sun Prism has to be a kid. Like a kid, which anybody like under 25 is a kid. No. Under 20? I think they must be under 20, but they could be between 20 and 25. Interesting thing about Sun Prism is when they first came on the stream, I don't know why, I like assumed they were like 30. You get these like pictures of people you've never seen before based on their behavior, the way they talk. I guess Sun Prism I thought was like a 30-year-old or something. They talk in a adult, mature way. Obviously, I guess I default think everybody is like 30 because that's kind of like average age. Everyone starts at 30, and then I work my way up or down based on how they behave. But he's younger. He's younger, and he's impatient for a 30-year-old. But turns out that they're not 30. By the way, guys, you don't have to reveal your ages. You know, I mean, nobody is required to give me their address, their age, social security number. He's the principal of a school now. Very impatient. But that's normal for young people. Although old people can be impatient too. Currently lunchtime. It's currently lunchtime. I think he goes to a good school. All right. You see, teenagers don't usually say it's currently lunchtime. You're definitely not American. And if you are, you go to like a excellent school. Grammar and vocabulary, currently. Better than the average American. Well, probably not just that. It shows decorum and class and I'm just rambling about random shit. I just woke up. I mean, I don't know, man. He's slowing down now as we approach the end game. The end game is the great equalizer. Sun Prism has definitive weakness in end games, which is normal for younger players. Or inexperienced players. Let's not judge people by age, but by experience level. Let's not judge. Don't judge me. It's a nice A-pawn you've got there. Delicious. This is objectively a draw. Theoretically, by general evaluation, I would say it should be a draw. Neither side should have enough motorcycles to win this position necessarily. I missed knight b6. I was looking for it earlier, and then it was there, and I didn't find it. Nice. Nice. I missed my window. I missed my window. I really do miss my window. Hey, let's move our minority. And games are scary. Games are wonderful. I love endgames. It's like a microcosm of life. And games are easier. There's less pieces to worry about. Less random shit going around. Knight b6 check. Knight b6 check. Doesn't work. That's good to know. It's a tactic that doesn't work. I use a6. a6 now. It's not. The island. Island. This is my island. How about your d-file? The face, Mr. Bean. Ooh, that's a good move. Damn. Really didn't want to see that exchange of pieces. Oh my god, I'm down to 15 seconds. Oh no. We need to practice rook end games. Oof. It's an interesting question. Wow. Oh no. Suspicious user monitoring. You're not that suspicious. Could be worse. Did I almost do that? That's crazy. Well, I guess I have to go here. Real fighting spirit from Black, huh? What a fighting spirit. Oh, shit. Hung my pawn. Can have that. Conniving. It's gonna be like 3-hour game finally. MacGyver. Sure you're not from India. You play like your 1300. It's weird, man. Like, not to resign here? It's hard to believe you're 2100 at the end of the day. Why are you not resigning? It is interesting, isn't it? I think that sometimes even the best players get even the best players. That was weird. We had some weird players watching us. What's up with that? 5 plus 7. Neil Skinner's getting the dementia. Black had a draw at one point. Wow, so this was a bad judgment. This risky decision was a draw. Jeez. So when he plays a5, I wanted to have a clearly winning position, and I didn't have time to calculate, and I didn't really like just being up one pawn in this taking variation. I didn't see king d6, I guess. I thought I had to play rook c5, and this is why I didn't take. You know, I didn't see this check idea. Because I was in time pressure. I thought if I take, he takes, I have to go back. Or play rook c5, I mean. And then it's not as good. I mean, black can get some counterplay here down on the 7th. So actually, I don't think this is even winning for me. So after thinking about it for a while, I simply didn't think I had a choice. I had to play b5 to play for a win. I think it's like playing on out of momentum, you know, but there's also an element of 1100 in there. The 1100s that you play in anonymous games who will not resign, no matter they're down like 20 whatever, 20 pawns. 20 pawns down, just keep playing. It's like left over from when they learned chess when they were like 3 years old. Hold on a second. I'll be right with you. Be right with you guys. Bring. P Moopy Loopy. Subscribe for 14 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Thanks for the chess. Thanks for being here, everybody. This is probably a better time for me to stream, but normally my schedule doesn't really allow for me to start so late. Alright, Mule Skinner. Yeah, you ambushed me with a fast... I don't like getting ambushed with fast player in my first game. You know, I mean, it's Monday morning. I like to kind of get warmed up. But I got ambushed by a super fast player. And then I have to, like, to cope with it. Why is Mule Skinner playing Bishop c4? Allowing the reputation of the Italian game. Princess Chess, who's played, like, Bishop c4 most of her life, yesterday had a lost position after, like, 10 moves. This might be better than the King's Indian defense. I really hope the Mule Skinner didn't, like, analyze this at home or something. This is not White's best line, but it's reasonable. The Arsenal fan. Sacrifice. The Cochrane Gambit. King e7 is Black's best move. I have explored all the options there. The funny thing about this position is that King f6, I think, gets mated by force in a certain number of moves. Let me take check. King e6 is playable. King e8 is playable. You find lines are practically hard to play. These lines. Dude, I invented this last week. What do you mean, these lines? This is my opening that I invented last week. Someone in town already has, like, a dedicated study on it in like, Chess Base Online or something. No, you're talking about the Cochrane Gambit. Yeah, and that's a very similar type of position. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I mean... Theoretical novelty. Queen f3. This is some kind of sneaky trap. Threatening. Yes, you guessed it. Threatening Queen f7. The transvestite defense. So you're threatening my knight. And Queen a3 check. Are you really threatening my knight though? Well, I mean d6. So let's say knight f6, queen e3 check, d6, queen takes a5, pawn takes e5. I don't know if I like that. So I guess the logical thing to do here is to play knight to c6. But what happens on bishop g5 check? So maybe, and he's also preventing king d8. This smells like you prepped it at home, bro. You know? This smells. You guys smell that? Mule Skinner, that's dirty. Like, you really, like, seriously? You seriously, like, I can't believe it, dude. You smell that, guys? It smells like he actually prepped for, like, a rapid blitz game at home. Trying to refute my reputation. That's unbelievable. So knight c6, bishop g5 check, knight f6, knight g4. That doesn't work, does it? Maybe it does. But then I have queen g6. I think I'm okay here. He was going to play in a simul. Ah. Now hold on a second. Maybe you got something else to be. Mule Skinner didn't play in the simul last night. All right, I take back everything I just said. I take it all back. This is not home prep. That can't be. That can't possibly be the best move for white. Taking, maybe it is. I have a bad feeling. Maybe it is. I have d7 free now. Adjusting on the fly. Bishop g5 check, king d7. It has to be the way. This is the way. Opening out my bishop and freeing d7 for the hidey hole. No, my king needs a nice juicy light square where nobody can attack him in a million years. On d7. That's a nice light square bishop you've got there. Now what I really need is trade of queens. Oh, I can go back to e8. This is great. Chess. Wait, I gotta watch c7. That could be a weakness. Okay, it's not so easy. Maybe queen f7 is too passive. Queen f7, queen g3. It could still be some kind of weird prep. Yeah, it could still be prep. It's surprising though, because I mean, you'd think like trading pieces would be a bad idea for white, but maybe he's still in his home prep. I'm a piece up. White has the center, but I don't think it's enough. This is an important move now. So I have to deal with various threats. But we're very safe on, we're very, very safe on the white squares. So queen g6, what's white's next move? Like queen g3, no. Queen f4 maybe. Queen g6, queen f7. My king isn't that safe here. One mistake, and we fall into mule skinner preparation. Okay, bishop e6 would be good, but he has d5. How about bishop d7? Crazy. Bishop d7. Queen f4, king d8. Queen g3, king d8. No, this isn't good, man. He's threatening bishop g5, right? I can't put my bishop on d7. So we have a problem here. We have a problem here. I can't put my bishop on d7. If I put it on e6, it gets hit by d5. I don't know what to do. Mr. Coffee's in the house. I am playing a transvestite. It's Italian game, transvestite variation. We need a name for this, but it's effective. I was like +7 against Princess Chess after 10 moves yesterday, and she got away with a draw because I was in time pressure. I missed like 4 forced wins. That's how easy it is for White to go wrong in this thing. We just better hope that no grandmasters find out about it, you know, because it'll start getting played by everybody. Now, I can afford to give up a pawn and, you know, effectively play the Cochrane, where White has like 3 pawns for the piece. Can I really, should I expect to defend c7? Greedy. Greedy, greedy. Greedy, greedy. Down to 1 minute. You know, it's like hard to think of Mule Skinner as a slow player, huh? I give up, man. I mean, we just can't. We can't get people to use their time. This is like a. It's like a failed sex change operation. I tried to play the transvestite, but I went back to E8. You know. D8 just wasn't safe. I could have played King D8 though. You know, maybe. Maybe it wasn't so stupid. I didn't like that my bishop was unprotected. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's it. I like trading pieces. Trading places. Trading places variation. Now what do I do? I know you've got that all under control. You can't hurt me. But I mean, dude, it's all fun for black, man. I'll take unclear over slightly worse any day. That's the reason, the justification for this whole line. You know, I don't want to get tortured in the Italian game, and it's boring anyway. So, why not, you know, play this line for black? Seriously. King B1. Okay, then. King B1. What is it, the Sicilian? I'm ready to castle queenside. Castle kingside would be black. I can manually castle. Down to 41 seconds with a 5-second increment. Don't forget about that 5-second increment. No, I mean, this is like... Bishop takes a7 is what I want people to play, you know? It's black's best chance. If they play a safe move, white is still slightly better in the opening. Bishop takes a7 is very unclear. You're going from slightly better to unclear when you make the sacrifice for white. And inherently, the type of position that arises has nothing to do with what you'd normally see in the Italian game or whatever. So, King F7, Queen B3 check. That's a problem. D5 is a problem. Is it though? It is. Bishop D7. Well, now I can play Bishop D7. I don't love it. Oh, my bishop's trapped out on B6. I think I blundered. Shit, I missed the point. Now I screwed up. But he's got to watch his E4 pawn. I'm down to 15 seconds. It's not that far of a cry between Mule Skinner and my first opponent, really. Everybody plays like it's 3-0. You know, it's like every single game I play, they play the time control like there's no increment. Is it just me, or is that the way it feels? Well, if you don't play with increment, normally you know, you don't have a feel for it. But Mule Skinner plays OTB tournaments all the time with increments, so he should really know what it's like, what to do. in that scenario. Yeah, but I don't think bishop d7 was the best move. Up until then, it all seemed very reasonable. Damn it, he had queen b3. I mean, that move is a serious problem for me. His plan was queen b3, and he played too safely. Now I don't know what his plan is to try to save the position, a piece down for 2 pawns. Maybe c4 at some point to trap my bishop. I mean, he's got a strong center. There's some compensation. But obviously my cooperation of my pieces' coordination isn't good, so cooperation. My cooperation of my pieces. This variation is unbelievable. I mean, it's completely playable for black. And it's never been played in a tournament. It's unbelievable. I mean, it probably has, but not at the master level. We really need someone to do a chess base research. Alright, I'm going to grab the pawn. This is dangerous. You don't say. No. Really? This is dangerous? We're getting away. How's your white square bishop doing? Good? Consolidation complete. We are up a piece. Game over. Man, he had that queen b3. That was really a serious problem. He's fully cookified here. The momentum is big with this one. Another player is big on momentum. It's slowly dawning on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Queen, rook. Alright, let's take a look. I think I was busted after queen b3. But prior to that, it was a very interesting position. So, don't tell anybody about this. All right? So I suspect him of doing home preparation here. D4 is the best move. So, okay, if you analyze it with the engine, you see Stockfish is like it's equal. 0, 0 after Queen E8. Now, there are games in Opening Explorer. If you go to the lichess Opening Explorer, of course, everything has been played on lichess. This position has been played 11 times. And he played Queen F3. So Queen F3 has been played by a number 1800 players on lichess. Yeah, I guess I'm just paranoid that it's home preparation. So Queen F3 is not so hot, but it's interesting. Maybe not so bad. Knight C6 is a blunder. Wow, I'm lost after Knight C6. Holy shit. Wow, that's good to know. Wow, that's surprising. I'm just lost. Bishop G5 check, Knight F6, Knight C3, threatening Knight D5 check. Oh man. There's no time for the and there's no time for the Wow. No time for the transvestite operation. Man, such a natural move and it just loses. Damn, dude. Okay, d6 makes sense. Fighting for control of the center, kicking that knight, or attempting to kick said knight off of e5. I really should get it off of e5. Well, I thought I was effectively doing that, but this loses. Wow. But even in the 2 games where it was played between these 1800s, black won both, ironically. It's funny, neither opponent found bishop g5. I mean, that's not hard to see. My God. Wow. Okay. That was instructive. Do we have any other challengers from the peanut gallery? Now I know. So after this, I'm okay. And let's see, queen f7. Queen f7, king d8. Now here I felt I blundered. I should have just taken the knight, you know? I mean, whatever. I'm a piece up for 2 pawns. Max 3. Played this. He plays knight e2. And now I was afraid of queen b3. I was thinking of a5. Apparently I'm not busted, but I didn't know what I was going to do about this. So c5. Oof, that looks scary. Any other challenges? Can we get some rapid games, please? And he was doing fine up until dropping the central pawn. Then he's just a piece down. See the quality of this blitz time control. 7+5 should be blitz. You guys see what happened yesterday in my simul game against Princess Chess? She was lost in 7 moves or something. Look at this. Princess Chess is like 1900 OTB. I mean, she's 2100 in blitz. And she's been playing the Italian game forever. So, you know, it's not like you're dealing with an amateur who just started playing yesterday. She goes into this, and then after knight f6, e5's me, which is probably not the safest way to play. Safer is d3. Or knight c3. This is, you know, messy and now risky. d5, and then she has to play a knight move now, according to Stockfish. Knight a5, I think, is a very, very hard move for a player to find. But naturally, being a human being, I mean, white took on f6, and this is already good for black. And I had a totally winning position after like 10 moves. One more move and white is done. And look at this, bishop e2, I missed bishop g4. It's like bishop g4 resigns. I guess I thought like white could take on c4 and run away or something. And that's why I played rook he8 here. This is what can happen to white in 10 moves in this variation. Or 12 moves, you know. If Jababa finds knight a5, man, he's going to wreak havoc. But I think he plays knight f6 a lot. Let's see Opening Explorer. Knight a5. What's the highest rated player? I wish we could search by rating, but let's just see like the main line. Okay. Knight takes c5. What's the highest rated player that's played this for black? High Berserker. No. IE Choice. High Berserker. IE Choice. He was a high plains Berserker. How strong is this player? High Berserker. Available for coaching in Dutch and English. Probably 2,200 FIDE. Let's check another one. IE Choice. I'm just curious. This guy's stronger. He's got a Discord or something there. 2,700. That's more like 2,300 FIDE. So you got people who play it, you know. No. We're not playing 3-0 with people here. Sorry. CED Chess. FM. An FM. From Afghanistan. Are you really from Afghanistan? Wow. Young Vegetables. Yeah, so you got people playing it now and then, huh? Maybe they learned it from me. You know, what's interesting, though, is that all these games are relatively recent. I guess it just shows the most recent ones automatically. I don't know. It should be top games. Shouldn't necessarily be recent, though, right? Cold Gold, get with the program. All right? It says it right in my stream. 7 + 5 casual. It's right there on the screen. On the stream screen, it says 7 + 5 casual. Did you see that? Hi, it's me again. Great. I'm just Heroku. I'm just happy to get a challenge. We started late today. We're an hour later than usual. You guys probably think there's like a time change or something. All right, enough of that. Now we're going to move on to the Sicilian. I try to mix in real openings with experimental ideas. Now, I want to be unpredictable. That's the thing about the tournament I have coming up next week. You know, I might play a Kraken. Why do I want to play the Skaveningen? Why not? I've been working on the Najdorf. Working on it. I mean, like, not seriously. I was thinking about something here. What happens if you play G6? I figured it's a Dragendorf, right? But if you can do it in the... Wow, he didn't take either. He's just going to transpose to a Dragendorf, essentially. If you can do it in the Richter Rouser in the classical, why can't you do it here? Was my thinking, you know. Bishop c4 will be next. Probably. Bishop c4, bishop f7, king f7, knight e6. No. I'm not going to play bishop g7, dude. If you're going to do that, like bishop exchange on h6, then I'm just not even going to waste my time. It's like a Pirtz. Bishop c4 doesn't look like a good move. Why not? Now that's serious evidence there. You got to support that theory. F4. You know, they mix bishop c4 and bishop g5 a lot in these sort of knight d7-y kind of bishop g5 Najdorfs. If I was to play like the variation with knight on bd7 here, bishop c4 is considered to be one of the main moves. Because this is, no, I don't know. I'm just not sure what I'm saying. All right. So f4, a little bit of everything. Let's do it. Now I can play bishop g7. In fact, I should, probably. The white can play f5. I guess that's his plan. I don't know. I can't not play bishop g7 forever. Well, I think bishop c4 looks like a good square in general, you know. But it's hard to say if it's good in a specific position. Usually bishop g5 and bishop c4 are, you know, it's too aggressive to combine them together. But I think this type of Najdorf, it is possible in general. Yeah, he's trying to play bishop h6, I guess. I don't know what to do. I don't really play the Najdorf, and I definitely don't play the Dragendorf. But I'm experimenting. The only way I can play a Najdorf in my tournament coming up is, you know, specifically prepared to surprise somebody. Wow, that was, I think he pre-moved queen takes h6. That was impressive, honestly. That was seriously impressive. Your pre-move skills are unparalleled. The animation was fast, even. The bragging door. Queen d7, not a problem. Pawn takes pawn is a thing. Do I take back with the knight or the f pawn? Probably with the f pawn. I'd rather take back with the h pawn, but that loses a rook now. So I was thinking about maybe castling queenside. How do you guys feel about castling queenside? I think it's a legit option at this point. White castles queenside, black plays bishop d7, and then something like bishop e2, castles queenside. Honestly, white has space. Probably white should be better here. Fonzie approved. We're not here for funsies. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking my knight off of e5 voluntarily. You're gonna have to drag it off of e5. This is my best piece. And, you know, white needs to consider playing knight f3 at some point to displace it. Then I'll recapture with the pawn, have a good pawn on e5. I think black is okay here. Hey, there's knight f7. I can castle kingside. This is ostensibly to prevent knight g4. Like he was afraid I had a threat or something. I can play knight f7 and castle kingside. I do a lot of things. Originally I didn't want to do that, but alright, if you're going to play h3, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, either way isn't like that safe. My knight can go back to e5. Or we can keep all of our options open. I like this. Look, you don't know which way I'm going to castle. Haha. You'll never know, bro. Till you've tried. Which way is he going to go? Am I going to castle kingside? Am I going to castle queenside? White's playing well overall. Nothing stupid. He's made no blunders, no overtly bad moves. He's a strong 1800. We're hoping for the endgame meltdown. That's what we get a lot of. I mean, I'm just playing online, like, offhand games against people, and online chess is sick, man. I like tournament chess over the board, but the online chess is like, everyone is like a 5-year-old who plays like lots of bullet and 3-minute, and it just feels like everybody is like just clones of each other, playing the same style. I need to play stronger players, I guess. Put it on the line. But I don't want to play on the stream against stronger players, because I show a lot of my ideas. So that's actually a good point behind, h3. I can a rating cow. I can play weaker players on the stream, and I'm doing an instructor stream where I'm teaching people. But what do I benefit from playing stronger players? Just for my own personal training, but the problem is that just strong players just want to play like 3-minute and 1-minute. I don't want to play that. Might be good for me, actually, to speed up a little, but I'm afraid it also develops bad habits. It can cause us to develop bad habits. Okay, white is equal here. He's fully equal. I can't get an advantage. I'm just lucky to be equal. Maybe not lucky, but I mean, I have to just accept that I have nothing better than equal here, and it's probably a draw at this point. This Dragendorf is dubious. And I played a very routine game. No creative ideas. Objectively, I should have castled kingside. But why, you ask? Aspirate, ask why. Why? Because if I castle queenside, we could attack opposite sides, all out. And now it's like kind of static, because that's not an option. You know, neither side can throw the pawns in front of himself and attack the opponent. It was less aggressive of me to castle opposites, you know, well, queenside in this case, not opposite sides, but once he castled queenside, I should have castled kingside, especially having seen h3. I mean, he'll play h4 anyway. It's not that safe. I mean, I looked at my kingside and I honestly thought, you know, I have no darks for bishop, so yeah, it's not easy. I don't know. I don't think the Dragendorf is very good, to be honest. I regret playing this experiment g6, but I am actually thinking it might be really bad. I'm not sure. If I can't get an f5 somehow, after bishop takes f6, pawn takes f6 in the opening. Here's an idea to directly benefit streaming, farm viewers for rating. Can I sell the points online or something? Is there a market for that? On the dark web? Why are you playing knight d5 here, just randomly giving me a pawn? That seems odd, doesn't it? I don't know if I can take the one on a2, but I can definitely take the g2 pawn. Massacre viewers and games. Interesting concept. e4. Giving pawn back. How does this work? It doesn't. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. No, objectively, he's probably fine there. My double pawns weren't that great anyway. Yeah, I mean, but you also attract people who like go after you because you know, they're gonna cheat because you're streaming and stuff. They look, I cheated with the computer against the streamer. So, yeah, well, I'm more interested in playing strong players for the training aspect, not to farm the rating points. Rook takes check. Oh my god. Now everything's fine. Is this important? Oh no. He sacked a pawn so you could trade queens. Which way do I go? Not a good rookening for white. I mean, he's a pawn down and with a bad structure. I would say, you know, if it was one or the other, he'd be okay. But with both, white's probably lost for sure. Okay, my structure's not perfect either. I can't say for sure 100% this is a winning position for black. I mean, I could say it, but I might not be right. That's a good move. Now that's a good move. Yeah, it's hard to definitively say like this ending is winning. He just played a bad move. I mean, you gotta play c4 here. Oh no, you can't. Oops. Well, never mind. He had to play c4 on the previous position. Yeah. So here he should play c4. The only chance, really, I think. That was the only chance. Now you can't play c4. Now your backward pawn is fixed. And now you're going to get driven back. It looks lost. You said you don't want to play strong players on stream. What are we talking about? Yeah. Farm the weak players. Yeah, I don't know. Two challenges. Dimitar was here earlier, and then Old Gold. This has to be winning. I don't know about my rook placement on a4. It's a little. King d3 was a surprise to me, as much as it was to you guys. Most likely he'll go back. We're winning. I mean, there's various ways for winning this position. This is pretty straightforward. It should have been a draw. Well, he got fancy. He got fancy with the e4 pawn sacrifice. What was that about? Uh-oh. I'm gonna go after my pawns. It's a little late for that, though. Three pawns each. I'm equal material. Can I win it? Good rook position. Oof, I missed that. You can trade rooks. That's a check. That's not a check. That's a check. That's not a check. That's a check. That's a check. Objectively, yeah, I have to do this. So he doesn't come down on the back rank. It's kind of a funny position, isn't it? Check. Now you took there? What? You're supposed to check me. so close, yet so far away. This is probably a blunder. Rook g3 is a dumb move. I'll leave it at that. Though I am winning, I'm fading out here. Takes, check. Takes, check. Takes, check. King h5. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna take on g6. Queen takes g6 check. King g6. Rook takes g4 check. King h5. And then he's tied to the pawn and losing it. We had 2 challenges. All right, guys. Monday morning is always hard. Oh, listen. I've got to tell you guys something important info. So, this is how it's going to work, all right? Normally, I host a tournament on Tuesday. Astrobate, listen up. Normally, I host tournaments on Tuesdays. But this week, we're going to put it on Wednesday. All right? I will send you guys a message. So it's tournament Tuesday. No, it's tournament Wednesday this week. You will receive a message. You will receive instructions. You will receive instructions. You will obey the instructions. Tournament Tuesday is tournament Wednesday this week. Next week is no tournaments. Next week is off. Guys, we need to reach our donation goal. Can somebody please donate? Dimitar. Exam hall vibes. Chess Pigeons, donate. We need to reach our donation goal for next week now. It's a good question as to what I'm going to play against D4 next week. It all depends on the opponent, who they are, what they play. Dimitar, the London system is banned. I'm just warning you. Although knight f3 doesn't necessarily mean white is going to play the London system. I have to keep my radar up. There are still people who play knight f3, bishop f4. Okay, thank you for not playing the London system. I like you already, Dimitar. Capablanca Aliakin, game 1. I don't always play c5. This is how Aliakin famously lost the opening game of the World Championship match with Capablanca. He was a little too aggressive. So c3 is... but Kappa just castled. He castled. And then c3. c3 is solid. Solid. I said that already. Alright, we'll do a double fianchetto. I love double fianchetto. Exactly, donate. I'm not working next week, so instead of panhandling, I'm asking everyone to donate to chip in for my sabbatical of 1 week without teaching chess. We're up to $381 toward our $500 goal. Yes, your eyes deceive you. I need to earn $119 this week in donations. Do you understand me? I still need to buy glasses because I can't see. Man, I have rough sleep on Sunday nights because of various factors. Time, sleep schedule is very strange. Simul's are rough. There's a lot of noise in the morning here on Monday mornings, and I had to go back to sleep and stay. I had to sleep late, and now I'm still tired. Castles. Bishop g5. It seems like white's playing some kind of system, which is a little bit passive. They're oftentimes willing to give up the bishop, which is objectively like not really correct for white, but it's not so bad. I did something like that against someone on sound in the C3 Sicilian yesterday. Gotta go bye. Bye. You have a bye. C tournament director. So the plan is knight d2 and e4 eventually. Get bishop outside pawn chain. Oh man, I'm so tired. So do I play knight e4 and stop him? No. Maybe. This isn't the London system, but it's almost as boring. Hello? You guys see Panda's kind of waking up? Hello? Yeah, he's moving. Where is everybody this morning? God. Panda, you're making me nervous. Bishop takes f6 unprovoked. And we have to consider taking with the pawn in such situations, where I could maybe play for f5, but I don't think so. Not this time. Not at this time. Okay, now, holistically speaking, white has given up their dark square bishop, so they no longer, most likely, will ever have a dark square bishop. Congratulations. I was reluctant to exchange on d4. I am reluctant. The reluctant panda. If I exchange on d4, I create a good square for white at c3. If I'm going to exchange on d4, I'd rather wait until white moves the knight to d2. The other thing is, like, I haven't really decided where to put my own knight on d7 or c6 here. If I place knight to d2. The other problem with exchanging pawns is that it results in a very symmetrical structure. It's seriously not ideal. It might be a mistake, but at least it will create the seeds of life. Wow. So that's a move that I was really not worried about. In fact, I'm happy to see it. It creates imbalance in the structure, which is good for my bishops and allows me to take toward the center. I think it's an anti-positional move by white. But still, white retains a relatively solid position. All right, let's do very active queen on c7, and white also with a very active queen on c2. Very active. Very, 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 very quite contrary. I don't know about rook d8. My f7 pawn is lonely, you know. I really want to play e6, and what we've got now is the more dynamic pawn structure, bigger island, feeling the holistic vibes of black's position. White's position is more static, not as dynamic. I'm keeping the a rook to push this pawn, or maybe the b file. This game seems like longer than the others. You know what it is Dimitar is using his time. It is longer, effectively. I have an opponent who's actually using their time, which allows me to actually think on their time to some degree, which is very unusual. It's weird having an opponent who lets me have time to think on their time. Alright. But that's the way you should play. Now, White's got a very safe and solid style. I'm not sure about a5 in this position. I don't necessarily want to do it. I could see him coming with like bishop f1, a4, and like fixing maybe control of the b5 square. I think it's better to sit back and wait and see. I could always play a5 later. This b file looks interesting. f5, no, not here. Maybe d5 is the key. Bishop a8. Use the b file and try to get in d5 at the right moment. Like, say he puts his knight on c4. Boom. Now we're talking. If white lessens their control of this square, then all of a sudden, all bets are off and black is off to the races with d5. So maybe by putting pressure down the b file, I can get him to h4. Okay, so some ideas of attacking on the king side here for white with this move, but I don't objectively think it's that scary. He's not really that well, poised for an attack. I mean, I was going to play bishop a8. I feel like I should allow h5. I could also play h6. It seems like it weakens my king side. Bishop c8 also comes to mind to give me some defensive ideas on this diagonal. Streaming late today. I am. For several reasons. I started late, and that's because I had very disruptive sleep. I had to sleep in an extra hour. And I also usually have something I have to prep or do from around 3 o'clock on Mondays, but I don't have it this week, so I have a little more flexibility. You are very perceptive, Arsenal. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm happy to explain why. Yeah, h5. This bishop is not doing anything. What if I played knight e7? I'll lose control over certain central squares. I really don't know what to do. a5, a4 is still interesting. I don't see white having a big attack, really. But I'm also finding it hard to do anything. Mm. I don't want to trade pieces with knight e5. His knight is really not doing anything on f3, but getting in the way. Let's try this. His queen is really tied down. Okay, now b3 weakens his queen side a little. The dark squares start to creak. I'm gonna play in the center, but this has serious potential. One of the first times Arsenal's not been sure about something. That's a good sign. It might. I think that 87 must be good. All right. It's whatever he said. I'll have the opposite. I like to tease Arsenal. Arsenal lays it on the line. We had this my roommate, my sophomore year roommate, freshman sophomore year roommate in college had this like list of theories. And one of the theories was like sometimes you have to lay it on the line. And they just reminded me of that, you know. Arsenal fan is not afraid to lay his opinions on the line. According to the college roommate theory list, you are correct in that. Knight f1 now. White is backing up. Beep, beep, beep. That was like the trash truck this morning. Beep. That's a good sign. Beep, beep. White's attack is not materializing. Now he's seeking exchanges. Secretly seeking Susan. Ugh. I just thought of Susan Polgar. Blah. 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 All right. It's like taking a cold shower in the morning. All right, Richard Branson recommends ice baths. Must be nice to have a special dedicated ice bathtub. But if you don't have a special dedicated ice bathtub, you can just use a normal shower. All right. And if you can't get access to a shower, just think of Susan Polgar. I guess you need the shiver effect. We're just having fun here. Maybe a little too much fun. Things that turn blonde for 300. Alex, things that turn blonde for 300. I shaved my nostril hair, so don't even start with me. I'm actually afraid that maybe it will reduce my immune system ability to like ward off infection. Oh man, don't talk about that. I already wanted to cry when nothing hurts worse than like pulling like a Mr. Bean. you get like your nose hair stuck in the electric shaver. Um, we talk about some weird stuff around here, don't we? Exactly which square are you going to? On the 7th rank? I have D3. Bishop pair. Bishop pair is for 300, Alex. Alec Trebek. I want to say Alec Trebek because it's like Alec Baldwin. It's weird. Uh-oh. Queen C4. He dropped a piece. I knew there was a reason why I played that. Alright, thanks for the game. It was pretty balanced, but you drifted. That's the problem with this time limit, you know? I mean, eventually it just becomes like a... Bishop F3, one apiece? What? The Masters database. Grand Zuniga versus Eingorn. Yeah, I mean, Grand Zuniga known for his, like, opening knowledge. It's Zahar Favinov versus Lev Albert. Wow, I'm the first person to play D6. Nothing wrong with D6. I mean, it's a fluid move. All the other players here, Ypishin, Brandom Jacobson, played D5. Okay, D5 might be the best move, but it's less fluid. Yeah, you had D5 here. I mean, I would be very strongly tempted to recommend D5. The problem is, like, if white doesn't want to play that structure, I would normally take. I should probably take here, but the problem is it's totally symmetrical. It's hard for black to win this type of position. So let's see how my 97 was. It was bad according to the engine. But what should I play here? G takes H5. It's the third best move. God damn it. And I get a dubious for it. So I'm not a greedy bastard who destroys his own pawn structure. Arsenal wouldn't take on H5 either. The question is, like, what do you play? If you don't play 97, what do you play? Oh, Mr. Coffee, yeah. I'm moving the tournament to Wednesday this week. Computer's so greedy. White really started to go wrong with, I guess, B3. It's not a good idea to play B3. I mean, your C3 pawn is solid against this bishop. That's not a thing you should necessarily want to do. HG6, HG6. Just some ideas here, maybe. Arsenal say what? Did E5 not work? Are you joking? You like my pawn structure? Are you talking about this? I'm just kidding. Alright. I know that's your favorite pawn structure, by the way. Instead of B3, E5. What's your idea? Like bishop takes F3, pawn takes D6? Well, I wasn't intending on giving up my bishop. To be honest, I mean, you have a nice idea of knight G4 there, but I think the refutation is probably takes. It's something minor, you know, just a central pawn. Though there may be some validity to this, I don't know. I see F6 in your future, in some variations. You know, I don't think it quite works. But I would say, like, if you got this, you'd be, yeah. If you get this, you're okay. You know, you're in a good position. It's like a KIA, but yeah, the problem is I can take or even take on f3. This surprisingly works. Bishop takes f3, e takes d6. Oh, because I have this. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Takes, takes, takes. Knight takes. That's a funny variation. Well, apparently black's better here. So I play rook f8, and then I have somewhat unsound like pressure on the b-pawn. This is a somewhat unsound endgame. Somewhat unsound would torture me here, like my last two simul games. Oh my god. Yeah, nice try, Ars, but e5 doesn't quite cut it. Surprisingly, he was okay. Everything was really still okay for white. Until, like, time pressure set in. Sadly, he's lost after bishop f6. The pass pawn's too strong. Good morning, y'all. Hey, Nedog, what's up? Y'all, you got your cowboy hat on? Nedog's the only cowboy from Boston. Alright. The Boston Cowboy. Y'all come back now. Guys, we have time for one more game. It's not required. GM Nedog. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Dude, Nedog is totally cheating. Like, 99% of Arsenal and my opponents. Highly suspicious. GM Nefedov. GM Nefedov. Oh, sorry. I thought you were implying that he's a little too strong, which I thought too. Yeah, but it was capital GM. Little GM or capital GM. I'm not sure. There was this annoying chess organizer from Serbia. He sent me this message. He was like, "Hi, this is like GM." He doesn't say like my name is, just whatever. It's like a casual conversation. He's like, "Hi." It's like he's been talking to too many Indian guys. He's like, "Hi, this is GM a blah 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 from Serbia. Can we talk?" And it was like, I wanted to answer him like, "Hi, I am Pascal from Hungary." And then I didn't answer him because I was busy. It was really funny. I didn't answer because I was busy for like 3 days. And then he sends me just GM, you know. I was like, oh, he's emphasizing that he's a GM. Okay. Now I'll really answer. It's so like totally. You've been hanging out with too many 1700s from India. I'm so over the GM thing. You know. I know too many GMs who are not as good as me to overly respect the title, but I'm not that great either, to be fair. So, all right, last game. I just thought it was a funny conversation. Like, I didn't answer him because I didn't realize he's a GM, you know, in this casual conversation. No, I didn't answer him because I didn't answer him. You know, it has nothing to do with not respecting him or something. Oh, with GM. Oh, sorry. I'll answer you now, you know, Your Highness. Sorry, I don't answer GMs who are under 2,300. Let's just put it that way. No, seriously. All right. I should seriously send him back. I should send him back a message. Oh, yeah, I didn't answer it because your rating is under 2,300. I only respect grandmasters who are over 2,300 FIDE. Dude, that would be dis. Alright, Arsenal fan. It's not fair. He probably sold all of his rating points. He didn't legitimately go down under 2,300. Anyway, we won't name names. Arsenal fan, Sparkle Horse, E4. Arsenal Horse. What would we be if we combined our names? Saji fan, Richie. Saji fan, Richie, or Arsenal Horse? I'm just trying to think what to play. What did I play? What didn't I play? What am I gonna play? What are we gonna play? Nedog definitely sold his points. Neathog. Meat hog. He's a meat hog. Ah, no fun with the knight a5 variation. What did we do last time? Do you remember? I played something off beat. Off the beat. You got the beat. I've got the beat. Oh man, remember that? The Go-Go's? We've got... Is it I've got the beat? Anybody remember that? Nedog must remember it. Nedog probably has a Go-Go's record. He's probably even mentioned the Go-Go's on the stream. We got the beat. You've mentioned Go-Go's on the stream. I bet. You're a sick bastard. Was it you? Somebody recently I was thinking about talked about that they listened to 80s like pop. Most of the time, or that's their default setting. Flock of Seagulls. The Go-Go's. Oh, that was the scene from Pulp Fiction. That's all I remember. That was the scene. It's a tasty burger. He references Flock of Seagulls in that scene. He calls the guy Flock of Seagulls. Did it ever die? At least then I was not into disco. Oh, we got a request to join the team, guys. Team tournament is on Wednesday, just so you guys know. Dimitar, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for joining our team. Normally we host tournaments every Tuesday, but this time it's going to be on Wednesday. All right, guys, last game for today. Please support the stream. Don't forget to donate. We're still $120, $119 away from our goal for next week. Where do I want to put my bishop? Just play h6. Stop bishop g5. Arsenal will play bishop e3. I know already how his little mind works. Sorry, you have a big mind. Big mind. How his big mind works. How his big brain works. He's like Pinky and the brain. There it is. I'm not going to do that. So what now? Oh no. Instantly, like releasing the tension. Ars Technica. Ars Technica. Coincidence? Yeah, well, the problem with my position is that I cannot undermine d5 now. The problem. One of the many. Or can I? No, can't undermine d5. That's never going to happen. Just going to go for this over here. Do 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 do. Oh yeah! Look over there. Ba-ding. Ka-ching. There it is. Donation. Smeary Wiper has followed. Sorry, Smeary Whisper. That's funny. That's funny. But I didn't get my glasses yet. Give me a break. All right, we tried to break the center. I tried to sneak it in on him. Well, we did. We did break the center. We did. H6 comes in handy, because if knight g5 is coming in, I'm in a lot of trouble. Rip Arsenal fan center. I was just kidding, guys. I was just kidding. I did that. Ubatis is here, but not watching the stream. He's been delinquent. Oh no. God damn it, Jerry. God damn it, Jerry. God damn it, Jerry! You allowed that tactic. God damn it, Jerry! Beep. Pawn takes pawn, d6 check. It's not the end of the world, necessarily. But it really kind of messed up my plan a little bit. Okay, pawn takes pawn, check, move the king, he takes on e7, and then I freaking lose my f pawn. So pawn takes pawn, check, king moves. God damn it, Jerry. But what if I don't do that first? Take his bishop first. Let's take the bishop first. He takes, presumably, with the queen. Yeah, take his bishop first. Now we take the knight. This still doesn't work, does it? Let's see, takes. We have an option. God damn it, Jerry. Banal. Mm-hmm. Banal. Banal or banal? Arsenal fan. Yeah, nice try. Rook D1. You're dealing with a comedic genius here. You got to give Arsenal fan a nice college try for this variation. It's only Monday, and already we're this funny. Imagine by the end of the week. Man, I miss Jerry Williams. He was a funny guy. I'm so sorry that most of you. He was like we're all crazy. We're all mentally ill, on the sliding scale of life. But Jerry was a really unique individual. He was funny, man. He would scream that shit in the tournament hall, while he was playing the game. It's unbelievable. God damn it, Jerry. He was a good soul. All right, Arsenal. Ars Technica, playing white here. Come out with your hands up. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Hand over the chalupa. Ars is getting desperate. He's getting desperate. Now my question is, should I get greedy here and try to finesse it with rook c8? Or should I just take? Just take, always just take. Huh. Not so easy. I think finessing is kind of taking pressure off with e5. I really want to win that pawn. We could play some finesse moves somewhere. But bishop takes d5 I don't like. Because of queen a6. That's not good. Rook e8. Rook e8 at some point. Rook c8. Rook c8, queen c1, rook c. Where's he going? Rook c8, queen b3, rook c5. Where's his cheapo? Where's his next cheapo? This is not so easy. Taking my blockader pressure off of this. Chupa Calabra. I moved all my pawns. Do you have a problem with that? The queen is the best blockader. Last game for today, guys. I had to start late, and it's time to finish. Remember, tomorrow night there's no stream. It's Wednesday, okay? I will send a message to everybody regarding Wednesday, not Tuesday, being tournament day. Wednesday night, same time, evening stream instead of Tuesday. All right. Yeah, I think it's time we had a little talk about the E pawn and the G pawn. How's your knight doing? Good. How's everything with Mr. Knight? Oof. So is this a trick for real? You have f4, queen, knight e4. You saw that? Jesus, dude, that's just twisted. What kind of a sick bastard comes up with a tactic like that? Now f4. 2 rooks for the queen. Do it. Arsenal always has more time than me. That's for sure. He's on that. He's on that C file. I could have played rook c5. Could have, should have, would have. I should have played rook c5, but whatever. It is what it is. Play queen c4. I live in a freaking kitchen. I can't wait to move back to my old apartment. Queen b3 on the board. Now bishop takes d5 is finally plausible. But again, do not rush. Probably a mistake. I should have taken the pawn. I think they should talk to their kids about their d-pawn. Don't you, Mr. Coffee? You sure you're talking to your kids about the right pawn? Have you had that talk about the d-pawn? An ingenious move. He should have maneuvered his knight back like 3 moves ago. He had a moment. He had a momentary lack of judgment. The moment I compromised my pawn structure. That's life. Very nice. Knight c3. Yes. Maybe. Look, I can always give a pawn back. I'm a nice guy. I'm not materialistic. I can play c4, so you can have your pawn back or something. I like my position. Bishop, better king, work on the 7th, rip. So takes, takes, takes. I might as well. Oh my god, I just totally fucked up. I didn't see the e-pawn was hanging. Okay, that's a minor disaster. Just a minor one. Alright, we're still up a pawn. It's cool. It's cool. That was an inaccuracy. I should have maybe checked him. Interesting tactical endgame. Oh, that's sneaky, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Hey, let's hang our pawn with check. His king is cut off here. That's not good. I don't think even the fact this is an a-pawn is going to save him with his king cut off. Checking distance. Well, I see. This is an interesting endgame. I should study it after this is over. A4. Rather not give you that pawn. If it's a single a pawn, I'm not winning probably. But because of the presence of the other pawns, it's not so simple. Presence pawns. Now how do I win? He's cut off frontally. Frontal lobotomy. Regardless of what happens here, it was an interesting game. Even when you lose, it was still an interesting game. And a good battle. Frontal lobotomy. Alright, nice rooking game. Request computer. I request a computer analysis. Good battle. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you played the game. Right? Guys, tournament. I gotta go. Tournament tomorrow night. No. Tournament Wednesday night. I said tournament Wednesday night. Not tomorrow night, but we're going to do a rapid tournament with a decent time control, climate control. Because I have the tournament, my real tournament coming up next week. Next week I'm not streaming. Please donate, support the stream. Support the stream with enunciation. Like John Malkovich. And, well, anyway, Arsenal. Tough battle. Yeah, it looks like it's a draw. But it wasn't always a draw. I blundered. This is the blunder. I should have kept my c-pawn to answer. No, I was an idiot, and I thought, I just didn't see you were like winning my e-pawn. Okay, you had me in time pressure. It was a battle. I should have played rook d5 and kept the c-pawn and keep more pawns on the board. Of course, I thought about it, but I just lost my mind. I thought you were just giving me a pawn, and I allowed you to reach a drawn ending. So where's the losing move? Here. Wow. The computer clearly thinks king f4 is the losing move. Okay, not easy to know. Anyway, guys, I will analyze this. Maybe, we should check it out for Thursday stream or something. I will see you later. Have a good one. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for being our moderator here. And again, guys, we'll see you. See you later. Wednesday. Bye-bye.